See it 3-all.
Late call is out. Sampras stares to the other end. Agassi runs to the chair. 4-3 on serve.
I'm an engineer. Now, to do my job the way it needs to be done means I need the right tools. I needed notebook computers preloaded with a powerful, easy-to-use, reliable business operating system. So I called Dell. Dell pre-installed Windows NT Workstation on custom-built Latitude notebooks. Dell pioneered this direct way, which has made my life easier.
Be direct. Dell. Dell notebooks use Intel Pentium 2 processors.
Elevator to lobby. By George.
Contacts, $320. Treadmill, $800. Wonder Bra, $26. Facelift, $3,000. Being happy with who you are, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Happily accepted most everywhere.
Who taught you how to shave your legs? Your mother?
You start with a bar of soap, work up a good lather.
Sometimes I use your father's shaving foam.
Skintimate Shave Gel has a new formula. 75% moisturizers and vitamin E.
True, soap may dry your skin.
Skintimate offers unbeatable razor protection from nicks and cuts.
These little bandages are a perfect fit.
Smoother, softer legs. Skintimate legs.
This is...
This was a required monthly test of the emergency alert system. KNDO serves the Yakima Valley operational area. This concludes this test of the EAS system. This is KNDO, Yakima, Channel 23.
This afternoon thus far, up a couple of sets.
That's a good sign to me that the crowd is starting to chant, get behind Agassi. He needs a little boost right here. 2 sets to love down. A huge game he just won there.
As he recovered from 15-40 down. Now it's Sampras, who has not lost his serve the entire day. Just missed the baseline.
Andre overexcited on that return. He's still got tons of energy. He looks fully ready to go the distance if necessary. Harder. That was a double shot when you try to hit your opponent. Both the first and second point, he just quite honestly tried to hit these balls too hard. I mean, Pete mishit this shot. Agassi's got plenty of time. He did not need to do that. And when people are chanting your name on the changeover, it's hard not to be excited. You just got to cool down a little.
Ball left by Agassi.
First time I've seen Andre do that this tournament. He gives a linesman a little smile for calling that ball wide, which it was. To come in off Sampras' second serve, he was putting a little extra pressure. I'm not sure if Pete realizes that was out, but he does now. (3-4), 30-15.
That's one of those blistering returns that has authored the French championship and taken Agassi here to the finals.
To hell with what John says. He said, I'm going to keep cracking it. Sampras didn't look ready to hit that ball.
But you think back to those first 2 points that were makeable for Agassi, he would have his break. It's 30 all. Pretty tough second serve.
14-13.
It sure was. Agassi is just not hitting it cleanly enough, that return.
A point for 4 all in the third. Still no break points for Agassi here in this set.
Game Sampras. 4 games over.
In fact, the only Agassi break points were back in the 7th game of the opening set when he had Sampras love 40, but couldn't convert.
Look at the best records on the tour this year. Agassi at the moment #1, Sampras #2. Fitting they're playing the Wimbledon final. Gustavo Kuerten with the most wins so far. Rios didn't even bother to show up. Todd Martin has, as usual, had a strong Wimbledon.
15 love.
#5.
See, with that relatively high toss, some nice pace on that first serve.
Out. 30 love.
They'll happily take that error from Sampras.
Masterfully executed.
30-15.
Is it possible Pete's still improving here at the grass at Wimbledon? Because he really has done a great job off the return, and the touch has been feathery throughout this match.
Yeah, there have been many memorable moments at this fortnight, as always, and
14-15.
at the end of our 6 hours of coverage, we hope you'll stay with us, and we'll share those with you, as well as the top 10 points of this fortnight. And that was a tough call. So many great baseline rallies. Agassi's still alive. 5-4 in the third.
From the shadows, he hunts what's beautiful.
She was killed on a razor.
The cops only know one thing. He isn't finished killing. Ice, 9/8 Central, NBC tonight.
Our players seem to like cash. We give away great prizes. They love them, but they really like cash.
It's so weird being on the Wheel of Fortune with Pat and Van. It must not make it so queasy.
Get used to it, folks. We ain't going nowhere.
Cash, moolah, dinero, no matter what you call it, it all adds up to big fun on the next Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7 on 23 NBC.
No matter what the question is, the answer's always Jeopardy.
Good answer, good answer.
I've waited a long time to say this. Alex, make it a true daily double.
All right.
We're playing Jeopardy. Jeopardy. Jeopardy.
That's when I had blonde hair, obviously.
Jeopardy.
And the answer is...
Jeopardy, weeknights at 7:30 on 23 NBC.
Happy 4th of July from 23 NBC.
The Championships, Wimbledon, brought to you by Adams Golf, leading by design. By State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by Honda, a winning lineup of fine quality automobiles, motorcycles, and power equipment.
Deep into the third set with Sampras, a break in the first and a break in the second. Those two leading to 6-3, 6-4. No breaks of service here in the third. And Sampras serving to stay in the set. Of course, that's an overstatement the way he's been serving. Agassi in the last two sets not close to a break point. A couple of 30-alls. Low 30s, but that's it.
3-all, love 40 first set. That's since been the turning point of the match because Pete went on to break the next game, but Agassi wants to show that he can break the Sampras serve. Let's see if he can do it right here. Make a match of this. Sampras once again so quick to move in and punish that forehand volley.
His reaction closing in on the ball as he approaches the net. There's no one that moves quite like that.
He's giving Rafter a run for his money as the best volleyer in the game. Looks more solid than Patrick did yesterday. And he's got that bigger serve to back it up.
Agassi with a woeful scream. One of frustration. Unable to put a dent in the defending champion.
Again, the big first serve. Agassi forced to guess. Sampras an easy winner. Easy game to 40 love. Be quite a statement if he beat Agassi in the finals without dropping serve.
41 of his points won at the net.
I knew that Agassi winning that French would light a fire under Sampras, and it clearly has.
Though he called Andre right after that big victory and congratulated him.
Game Sampras.
Had love 5-all. And he was inspired by both the Davis Cup victory and the efforts of Todd Martin and Jim Courier, as well as Agassi's play in Paris to call. They called Mr. Gullickson and said, I'd like to play Davis Cup in Boston against Australia.
Blow for Australia. Philippoussis with that knee injury against Sampras out of that tie. Agassi not starting this 11th game the way he wanted with double fault number 6. It's easy to say from here, but when he throws in the doubles, misses, he rushes so much. Maybe we don't realize that he's rushing even when he's getting them in. Uh-oh, loose forehand there to love 30.
Love 30.
He's got to slow down here. And that's what he's doing. Took a good long look and get the best balls available.
Sampras now 6 points from the championship.
Sampras tightening up.
15-30.
Misses that backhand in the middle of the net. He's been really stepping into him and following through. That when he pulled up, not surprisingly, didn't get the result he was hoping for. No, that's way long.
And 2 more break points for Pete Sampras. He had 15-40 in the 7th game of this set. And Sampras has taken advantage of an off-serving day from Agassi at 44% first serves. And another.
Agassi with a critical save there.
30-40.
He also moved in quickly when he saw the angle was better closer to the net. Sometimes when your opponent's serving so well, it's tough for you mentally to stay focused and concentrate. You feel like you're just an inferior server. You got to guard against that.
Not close on that first serve. There it is. Sampras wearing down Agassi, and now will serve for the championship.
Imagine feeling this kind of fitness in your skin. Introducing Noxema Skin Fitness Face Wash. With stimulating microbe beads, it actively draws out impurities so your skin feels cleansed, toned, alive. This is new Noxema Skin Fitness Face Wash. Feel fitness within every inch of your skin.
Welcome to the Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Museum. You can relive the championships every day of the year as you go back in time. Walk in the footsteps of champions past and come away with a piece of history.
Hiya, son.
Hi, Dad.
I'm off to work now.
Okay, Dad.
With complete 24-hour service, Geico Auto Insurance starts working on your claim immediately.
Be careful with her.
We'll get you back in your car quickly, so you won't have to rely on alternate transportation. Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You thought we only made cars.
These hallowed grounds. In this entire century, you have not seen a male champion 6 times. And there he is, 1 service game away, Pete Sampras. After his annual disappointments in Paris, able to pull himself together. He's been just unbeatable on this surface in this decade. Only 1 loss in the last 45 matches here.
It's hard to imagine that anyone could be better than what you've seen today from Pete Sampras. In all honesty, this is scary to watch. It's a sight to see.
Actually, if he wins today, it'll be 46 of the last 47 Wimbledon matches he's won, and of course he's not only going for the all-time this century record, but for 12 Grand Slam titles.
Let's see if he tightens up at all trying to serve this one out. Unfortunately for Andre, his return clips the top of the tape. Sampras 15 love, 3 points away. I mean, you look at him now, you guys figure at least another 3-4 years minimum. He's going to be a contender here, if not the favorite, the way he's going.
Second service.
Even that was a monster Monster second serve there. 113, perfectly placed with a lot of juice on it. Frightening serve. Taking his time here, Mr. Pete Sampras. Unlike Agassi, who rushed through that 5-all game only to be broken. Well, at least he's feeling the pressure a tiny bit. That ball had to be 2 feet in minimum. Agassi's still breathing at 30-15. He's missed 3 or 4 first serves. Agassi's shown before he can hit that topspin forehand cross court. Sampras knew he could just get that ball to the net, he'd win the point, so therefore he dived.
It's landed on that right elbow both times that he's dived today, and so little bruise there. 30-all.
Guarantee he doesn't feel a thing right now. 2 points away from his 6th, I repeat, 6th Wimbledon title.
Second serve ace, and that takes him to this Wimbledon championship point. 16 aces today for Sampras. Only part of the story of his great play.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's done it. His 6th Wimbledon title. He's tied Roy Emerson, 12 Grand Slams, most ever, tennis history. Beating fellow American in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4, 7-5. Pete Sampras, further confirming his greatness in tennis history.
Well, as if we didn't know it already, he somehow manages to take it up a second notch, and on the second serve, tosses ace number 17. He has gotten rid of the shirt to the oohs and ahs of the crowd.
Nope.
Feeling no pain.
And he knows the rest of the ceremony.
And he had the perfect opponent, let's be honest. I mean, Agassi has reinvigorated the game of tennis with that win over Paris. And then to have the opportunity to play Andre here in the finals, he couldn't have asked for anything more, and boy, did he take advantage.
Just one break in each set, but it seemed that he dominated more than that, didn't it? Other than the early chances for Agassi at 3-all in the opening set when he had him love 40, it was all Sampras, and he punctuated his 6th Wimbledon title with his 17th ace. Against the best returner in the game, he had him handcuffed today. He had 58 winners, Sampras, to only 22 unforced errors. Differential of 36. Those are numbers worthy of a major championship. So By tradition, the president of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, Duke of Kent, will make the presentation to the men's champion. Once again, it's Pete Sampras, as Sampras joins Lindsay Davenport. Two Americans win on this 4th of July in England.
Bought every overnight laxative I could find.
Why?
To prove nothing's gentler than Phillips Milk of Magnesia. X-Lax, Senecot, every one of these others contains stimulants. That one says on the label it may cause abdominal discomfort, faintness, and cramps. Phillips is the only one that's stimulant-free. Nothing's more effective, nothing's safer. Does that explain everything?
Yeah, except who's taking these back?
Phillips, safe, effective relief without harsh stimulants.
Why do I have Aflac insurance on top of my regular health insurance? Because he has his mother's eyes. Because I still have to teach him to whistle. And because Aflac helps cover what other insurance doesn't. If I'm injured, Aflac even provides cash to help pay bills. So why do I have Aflac? Did I mention he has his mother's eyes? Aflac supplemental insurance. Without it, no insurance is complete.
I had these fears because I didn't know the difference between 401k and mutual funds or anything on managing debt. Help, does anybody out there know what I should do about this? So this friend of mine tells me about this website for women called iVillage.com. Such good advice. Knowing that there was this place that I could go for answers that were concise and tried and true by all these women who had been there, what a great resource.
iVillage.com. Real solutions for women.
Back at center court, and Andre Agassi, the 92 Wimbledon champion, earning his second runner-up plate. First runner-up plate, and to go with his championship of 7 years ago.
And Andre, to his credit, is a very gracious loser. He's had a remarkable run the last month. It's great to see him right back in the thick of things, and at the moment, taking over the #1 ranking. Here comes Mr. Wimbledon, Pete Sampras.
Well, he's passed Borg in modern history with his 6th Wimbledon title and moved up to number 12 in Grand Slams with Roy Emerson, and who knows how many more he may have left. Certainly at 27, you'd have to give him the favorite's role at the next Wimbledon.
You better believe that. Next 2, 3, or 4 Wimbledons.
Well, you raised that trophy, that gold-plated trophy, the only one of the 4 majors that is in gold. Any memories about that experience?
Well, you feel like you can fly at that moment. You weigh absolutely nothing, like an astronaut in orbit. Absolutely fantastic feeling.
The look on Agassi's face.
Trying to get those new towels off their face, and you wipe them. They have a tendency to stay on. Clean these guys up so they look good for their pictures.
Do you have to play that great, Pete? You could have given me a set. With a scar in the eyebrow of Sampras in that right eyebrow. 5 years old, he fell on a stairway. Yeah, Pete Sampras could conduct this entire ceremony. He has it memorized.
Been through this before.
Alan Mills, the referee, and John Frame, the chair umpire, being acknowledged at center court as well. Yeah, this sellout at center court wanted more, and I guess all of us did too. It would have been Nice to see these men battle for 5 sets, but Sampras would have none of that. He was grinding from the first point. Serve was unbeatable. His ground strokes were at the highest level. He played the best match of the fortnight when it counted most.
Absolutely no question about that. Number 6 for Pete. I mean, I can't recall him ever looking better than he did there. His movement superb, volleying incredible, serve we know about that, and his return game magnificent.
Think of all the great names in tennis history through this century. Bill Tilden, Rod Laver, John McEnroe, Jimmy Connors, Arthur Ashe, Stan Smith. And there's the man that's won more than any of them, Pete Sampras. You called it, John. It's Mr. Wimbledon.
He sure is. Boris Becker thought he may have had that thrown for a while, but Pete has doubled the amount Boris won, a mere 3 bag of shells for Sampras now at 6.
The man who beat the British hope, Tim Henman, in the semifinals. And the man who challenged him in the finals, Andre Agassi. It's almost as if he doesn't even want to be near Sampras. This is his stage, but Agassi will keep his distance and let Sampras take the major bow.
They have a lot of respect for each other, those two, and crowd loves Andre, obviously, so he's standing out there getting to appreciate some of the crowds.
But John, I hope that this will be the beginning of a new Sampras-Agassi rivalry, that this will carry on into New York for the U.S. Open this summer. It would appear both men really are playing as well as they ever have.
Makes that tournament very, very interesting. Quite honestly, will determine the #1 ranking for the year.
With Pat Rafter coming into the big city with 2 straight Open championships. Now, they talked about fireworks, but Sampras really diffused Agassi today.
It's hard to make Agassi just look like a solid returner, but that's what he did today.
Anxious to hear the words from both Agassi and Sampras. More on Steffi Graf. How serious is she about retiring from Wimbledon? And, of course, we have the mixed doubles featuring our partner John McEnroe and Steffi Graf. Great shots of the fortnight and our memories. So don't wander away. We'll be right back.
My brother's son said he had an idea that would make us rich.
That funny-looking kid said that.
Said we can use the internet.
The internet? We ain't selling books, we're selling feed, and we already sell every ranch in the county.
Harlan, you ever been outside the county? Well?
Give me a minute, I'm thinking.
Oh, dammi una casa dove il buffalo gira, dove I cervi stanno a giocar. Non si sentano mai una brutta parola e il cielo non fa oscuro mai.
Lincoln Navigator.
Campagna dove I cervi stanno a giocare.
Looks like you need a bigger washer and dryer.
That'd be great.
Well, Sears has a great deal on Kenmore Super Capacity Plus washers and dryers. You save over $110 on the pair.
Kenmore?
Yeah.
I like Kenmore.
Well, you can save on all kinds of top-name appliances and home audio and video because it's all on sale.
Top names are my favorite kind.
Plus, buy any appliance over $399 or electronic over $299 and get 0% finance charge till January with your Sears card.
That clinches it.
So hurry. Sale ends Monday.
When was the last time you felt 284 horses tugging at your soul? When was the last time you immersed yourself in hand-tufted virgin leather? Can you really put a price on this kind of perfection? Actually, you can, because this $70,000 car could cost you over $326,000 in retirement savings. We just thought you should know. Ask a financial advisor about Sun America, the retirement specialist.
Back at center court, here comes Sampras and Agassi around the bend to our location where Bud Collins will talk first with a runner-up.
Bob Bachet bringing them in. Andre, you had a magnificent tournament, no doubt about it, following up on French championship. But what was it like to be out there with Pete today?
Oh, well, you know, it's disappointing, certainly, but it has been a good little run for me. But, you know, when a guy just plays that much better than you on the key points, that makes a difference. I mean, he hasn't won the 6 times for no reason, and today he just played so big at the right time and deserved to win.
3-all. First set, you've got him love 40.
4 first serves in a row, unreturnables, and then he made a big second. And, you know, there's not much you can do in that situation. Then I served with new balls at 3-4, and, you know, he was hitting the ball so much faster than anybody I played this tournament that all of a sudden the ball was getting away from me. I made a couple of errors. The next thing you know, he has the break and the set, and when he's in front, he's real hard to catch.
You're playing against him since you were 11 and he was 10. Is this his best performance against you?
You know, this is on this surface in this environment. This is the toughest situation to beat him in. There's no question. When he beats me at the U.S. Open, then I feel like he's playing his best tennis. Out here, he's just, you almost come to expect it.
Did you always feel you had a chance?
I did. I felt like I needed to get a good start. In hindsight, I really needed to get a good start. And I had my opportunities. I had a number of 30-all games on his serve where he was coming up with second serves 110 miles an hour. I mean, that's big playing at key points. I just felt like if a couple of those points could have gone my way and I could have got my nose in front, even for a set, I could have started coming more alive and maybe get him discouraged a little bit. But he was too good today.
And yet I must congratulate you because yesterday you became #1 in the world.
Well, it doesn't feel like it at the moment, but thank you, bud.
Thank you. Andre Agassi. And here comes the Yankee Doodle dandiest, Pyrotechnical Pete.
Careful.
Did you hurt your arm?
Oh, no, it's just a little cut up.
Oh, my word. You're bloodied but unbowed. Congratulations. You are the player of the century. 6 titles. You've passed Laurie Doherty, Bjorn Borg. Willie Renshaw's waiting for you with 7. But have you ever played better tennis than today?
In a final, I don't think so. I played about as well as I could. Andre, his return of service so devastating. And I had to come up with some big shots, especially when it came to, you know, break point, 30-all points. He returned so well, and, you know, you got to mix it up against him. I mean, he loves pace, and, you know, he's a great player. I mean, there's no question. He's one of the best players I've played through my career. As far as his game, and a couple weeks ago winning the French Open, coming here and doing well here is a great effort.
6 finals. This was only 3 sets, but was it the most combative?
Well, it was different. You know, when I've played here in the past, playing Becker or Gorn, it's more serve and volley tennis. Andre's really, he's a baseliner, so I had a little time to get into the match. You know, and it was close. You know, I mean, even though it was straight sets, it wasn't an easy 3-set match. He made me work very, very hard and got through it.
After Andre won Paris, there was so much talk about him winning all 4 majors, and you got a little overshadowed there. Is this your response to that?
He deserves it. I mean, Andre Agassi, through the years, is the best player I've played, and I'm not surprised he won the French. He's got a great game. He can play well on all surfaces, and I'm not surprised he got to the finals here and really could have won here. And, you know, I have a lot of respect for his game. I mean, there's no question, you know, I really have to play at my best to beat him.
You've now caught up with Roy Emerson. 1 more and you'll have that. 13 major championships. When will that happen?
Well,
U.S. Open?
Well, possibly. I'm going to take a little break and get back home. I got Davis Cup, which I'm playing in a couple weeks in Boston.
And you're not just playing doubles now, are you?
I am.
Come on, Pete Sampras.
But yeah,
you'll be playing singles in Boston.
We'll see, but sure, the U.S. Open, that's where everything started for me in 1990, and I'd love to break the record there, but it's not going to be easy. Andre's going to be coming in there as one of the strong favorites, so you know, it's a good chance maybe I could do it.
You've always said that Andre brings out the best in me. Did he do it today?
Absolutely. I mean, I really had to play at a high level. I did. I mean,
high level? You were in the stratosphere. You've been hiding for 2 weeks.
No, And I can't say enough about his game. And, you know, when you go out and you play the best, you know, it raises my level. And, you know, I won today's match. It's not going to say I'm going to win every time I play against him.
This is the man of the century in tennis, Pete Sampras, 4th of July. Quite a double. Congratulations, Pete.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bud. Now, both men generous in their compliments toward each other, and Sampras reluctantly admitting that this might have been his best ever Wimbledon final, John.
Well, I can't wait for the U.S. Open. You got Rafter, who's won it twice in a row. Now Sampras and Agassi in full gear, so it should be fabulous to decide who's the best for 1999, but we know who's the best here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've watched history being made today by this 27-year-old who grew up in California, now makes his home in Florida. He was pushed and challenged by Andre Agassi with his emotional, brilliant win in Paris. It's made for a terrific summer, and this 4th of July is celebrated by double winners from America, Lindsay Davenport and Pete Sampras. Steffi Graf and John McEnroe. Oh, you were lucky you had to wait outside the grounds just to get in and see their mixed doubles action. You'll see it for nothing. That's coming up next. I know you'll enjoy it.
Where will you be when your children find their life's passion? Your dreams change. So have we. Now Dean Witter and Morgan Stanley have joined to provide a world of investment advice on a personal level. The world will change, but at Morgan Stanley Dean Witter, we will always measure success, one investor at a time.
Without effective spin control, you're not playing golf. You're either fishing or hunting. Our new Adams SC Series titanium drivers get you back on the fairway by taking control of the spin of the ball with 4 distinctly different face curves shaped to fit your swing, giving you more distance, not here, here.
In a situation like this, there are certain things you could use. But nothing else matters unless you have what you need most. That's why 4 out of 5 of the world's largest companies rely on CompuWare. What do you need most? CompuWare, people and software for business applications.
The Acura RL has distinctive styling to appeal to your elegant side. A performance-tuned suspension to satisfy your assertive side. And a sophisticated front and side airbag system to protect both sides. The 1999 RL from Acura.
From John Wells, executive producer of ER,
There's a kid in here!
comes a new drama about those with the courage to risk everything to save lives.
Bosco, where are you?
When all else seems lost, they're the voice of hope and the hands of safety. Third Watch, Sundays this fall on NBC.
As we come to the end of a century, center court has witnessed a virtuoso performance from Pete Sampras, 6'3", 6'4", 7'5". He defeats Andre Agassi. And to confirm the brilliant play by Sampras today, he had more than twice the number of winners of Agassi, 58-22. His 17 aces, many of those on key points. And against the best returner in all of tennis, he did not drop a single serve. Sampras defeating Agassi. Agassi at the top of his game. Sampras wins number 6. His career has been a continuum of sustained excellence, hasn't it? It began in 1993 with his first Wimbledon win at age 21, an accomplishment he was to repeat now 5 more times, more than any man this century. And as he stood victorious at center court today, he also stood alongside Roy Emerson as the only man ever to win 12 Grand Slam titles. Today's coronation was also a confirmation of what we have long known and understood. Pete Sampras is one of the finest tennis players of his generation, and perhaps of all time. Sampras, the champion again at Wimbledon. And now we go to the Sun America Sports Desk in New York.
This is the Sun America NBC Sports Desk. Here's Paul Sunderland.
Happy 4th of July, everyone, and welcome to our New York studio and the Sun America Sports Desk. We'll send you back to Wimbledon in just a few minutes. A reminder that following tennis coverage at 3 o'clock Eastern, we'll bring you 3 hours of golf, the final round of the American Century Celebrity Golf Championship. But first, last night marked the halfway point of the NASCAR season, one of the biggest races of the year, the Pepsi 400, taking place at the famed Daytona International Speedway. And a weekend crowd estimated at over 175,000 saw a race that featured 17 lead changes. Rusty Wallace had the lead for much of the night, taking over the lead position at lap 15 from Ricky Rudd. But Wallace would suffer another hard luck effort at Daytona. Here on lap 144, veteran Dale Jarrett, after making a hurried pit stop, overtakes Wallace and opened up a lead of nearly 8 car lengths. But on lap 157, a 3-car crash forced the drivers to finish the race under a yellow flag. Dale Jarrett wins for the 3rd time at stock car racing's most famous track with an average speed of over 169 miles per hour. It's his 21st career Winston Cup victory. He finishes just ahead of Dale Earnhardt. Jarrett wound up running out of gas less than a lap after he took the checkered flag. And with the win, Jarrett widens his lead in the Winston Cup point standings to 177 over Bobby Labonte. Jarrett is in search of his first ever Winston Cup points title. Now, yesterday afternoon, right here on NBC, the Houston Comets, the WNBA's very best team, thrashed the New York Liberty. There were 2 other games last night. First, the Sting were in Orlando to face the Miracle, looking to snap its 2-game losing streak. Charlotte got out to a quick start. They led by 14 at the break and scored the first 9 points of the second half. Vicky Bullett's layup would help push the lead to 23 points. The Miracle closed within 11, but behind Bullett's 24 points and 11 rebounds, the Sting would win easily by 17. The other game last night featured the Mercury and the Lynx. Minnesota looking to end a 3-game home losing streak. Andrea Lloyd Curry's driving layup helped give Minnesota a 10-point halftime lead. She finished with 9. And teammate Brandy Reed scored a team-high 14 points against her former mates to move the Lynx to 1 game over the 500 mark. Now, when we send you back to London, we'll hear from Steffi Graf on this being her very last Wimbledon. We'll get to that right after these messages from your local stations.
This has been the Sun America NBC Sports Desk. Sun America, the retirement specialist.
Think about it. Without tires, you probably wouldn't be getting away to any fun places this summer. No frolicking at the beach, no camping or hiking, no fishing at the lake. So the Tire Factory wants to make sure you get to your summer fun on quality tires. Our Summer Getaway Day sale has great prices on tires, wheels, shocks, and batteries. Summer fun begins with good tires from a great dealer. Tire Factory. It's as easy as...
You want sports? You've come to the source. I'm talking the machine. I've got the hit. Ooh, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'll give you the slam. Ouch! You name it. We've got it on the machine.
Sunday nights at 11:30 on 23 NBC.
Your Millennial Mark station, KNDO Yakima.
The Championships, Wimbledon, brought to you by Direct Computer Solutions, from the company that pioneered Direct around the world, Be Direct, Dell. By Aflac, insuring over 40 million people worldwide. And by Propecia. Talk to your doctor today.
We're back at Wimbledon with the first and last in the women's final. The first championship for 23-year-old Lindsay Davenport serving against Steffi Graf. And we have learned that it's the last Wimbledon for a great champion, Graf. Her legend is already larger than life. And now her remarkable Wimbledon career has come to a close. She won here her first title, 1988 at age 19, and since then she's won 6 more times at the All England Club. The final time in 1996. She's won a total of 22 Grand Slam singles titles, second only to Margaret Court's 24. At 30 years of age, Graf's legacy has been stamped right here on the lawns of Wimbledon and in the memory of her faithful fans. Steffi Graf's loss today to Davenport was her second defeat in a Wimbledon final and only her 7th loss ever at the championships. Graf dominated the game of tennis like no one else in her generation. And after the match, she told Bud Collins this is her last Wimbledon, and later she elaborated to all the press.
Steffi, you told me a few minutes ago that you would not be back. Would you clarify that statement, please?
It's basically, I won't be back. I don't think I need to clarify anything with that.
You won't be back here. Does that mean?
I won't be here as a player again, yeah.
Had you decided before the match started that this would be your last time here?
I've decided before.
So when you stepped out, you knew it would be your last game?
Yeah. It's sad. I mean, she came through so much. She's the greatest player probably that's ever played. But at the same time, I think it's really, really cool that she's been able to go out on her own. Hopefully she won't have an injury later this year, and she's choosing when she wants to go out. And I think that's how we'd all like to end our career, and still playing well.
It's been on my mind for a while, and yeah, I think I do have to say at times I was pretty surprised how I could keep up with that kind of pressure, knowing that maybe, you know, this would be the last time, and I mean, for that I think I did pretty well. Right now I'm a little sad about everything, which is normal in that moment, but I still think that I feel like, in a way, I feel like a winner getting out of this tournament.
Well, when she was asked if she will play this year's U.S. Open, Graf had no comment. So on a day when an American, Lindsay Davenport, wins her first Wimbledon championship, the All England Club does say goodbye to an all-time champion. Wonder what your reaction to that is. Chris, you had to make the call one day that it would be your last.
It's a tough one, but I can fully understand. We have to realize that Steffi Graf started full-time on the tour when she was 13 years old. I mean, we had no age eligibility rules. I mean, she played a full year. That means she's played, what, 17 years? It's hard to believe. And I know Steffi, and she's a perfectionist. And when you get older, yes, you have your great moments like she did at the French, but you also have more bad days and flat days. And she will not be happy going down the ranks, number 8, number 10, number 15. She's a champion.
How about you, John? Your thoughts?
I think Lindsay was right. I mean, she's going out still being one of the best players. It's obviously preferable. Becker made what appeared to be a mistake now. A couple years ago, he decided when he was playing at an extremely high level against Sampras not to play, and then 2 years later he comes back, and he really, you could see that like his level and ability had dropped. And Connie Hawkins, as I've mentioned so many times, says it best: the older we get, the better we used to be. So it's not easy to
and it's
handle
the grind,
that.
You know, it's the traveling, it's the competition. The players are only getting younger. You know, it's the pressure, and you know, maybe she's ready to start a new life.
But the beauty is, here on NBC Sports, she hasn't retired. In fact, we're going to see her with 40-year-old John McEnroe in the mixed doubles. That against Justin Gimelstob and Venus Williams. The mixed doubles, it was the toughest ticket to get at Wimbledon all this fortnight. You're going to enjoy it when we come back.
Remember that whole back to basics movement? Neither do we. Lincoln Town Car.
I'm an engineer. Now, to do my job the way it needs to be done means I need the right tools. I needed notebook computers preloaded with a powerful, easy-to-use, reliable business operating system. So I called Dell. Dell pre-installed Windows NT Workstation on custom-built Latitude notebooks. Dell pioneered this direct way, which has made my life easier.
Be direct. Dell. Dell notebooks use Intel Pentium 2 processors.
How'd it go? He had to drill. I got 2 fillings.
Then I will have 2 fillings.
But Mia, I just examined your teeth. They're perfect.
I will have 2 fillings.
I will have 2 fillings. I will have 2 fillings.
I will have 2 fillings.
Have I been a good husband? Have I taught my children the right things? And have I learned from what they've taught me?
We each measure success in our own way. Now Dean Witter and Morgan Stanley have joined to provide a world of investment advice on a personal level.
Have I done the best I could? Yes, I believe I have.
Morgan Stanley, Dean Witter. We measure success one investor at a time.
We're back at Wimbledon with the Morgan Stanley Dean Witter shot of the day from the men's final. Pete Sampras showing that he had the talent and the desire to win his 6th Wimbledon championship. Sampras redefining court coverage as he earns his 12th Grand Slam title. Our Morgan Stanley Dean Witter shot of the day. And now let's go back to center court for the quarterfinals played Friday between John McEnroe's Steffi Graf. They won the first set 6-4 against Justin Gimelstob and Venus Williams, but Graf has been broken to start the second set. Gimelstob to serve, Graf to receive.
Oh, went right for her, boy.
Chrissy, if I went right for her, I would have hit her. Okay? Let's be honest. I was 4 feet away.
Well, almost every member of these two partnerships was nailed at least once during this match.
There in plenty of time. Butchered that forehand. Can't believe how much I missed that by. That's normal for doubles, though, Dick. You don't have a tattoo or two after a match, then you haven't been involved or competing. Par for the course in doubles.
6'5" Gimelstob played at UCLA.
That was one of the few serves of the day that he hit harder than Williams.
Really, Williams? You're impressed?
And I wish I was kidding.
Venus Williams, who came so close to beating Steffi Graf. That memorable match, 3-setter.
That's right. The day before, she has a double dose of Steffi this tournament.
Left for Swiss. Well, you energized the interest in mixed doubles, John McEnroe, with Graf. The fans here at Wimbledon just were so delighted by your matches.
That's why my stomach's aching. I didn't have a chance to finish the job.
Steffi found the middle there.
Venus was a little flat-footed there. She should have done more with that volley. Once it sat up there, it made it easy for Steffi.
As you can see, the match taking place in the late afternoon, early evening with the long shadows, but there wasn't a seat to be found at center court.
But it was difficult to see, which may have contributed to Venus's volley there. It was very tricky at net. Justin, by the way, had lost his serve at 4-5. The sun was in my eyes on the other end. That's why I let Steffi serve. He was serving well. We lost serve. And there's an inexplicable miss from Gimelstob there. Those are the type of shots you can ill afford to miss if you want to win in mixed doubles, or doubles for that matter.
Steffi, who hasn't played a lot of doubles, she's won 1 Grand Slam with Gabriella Sabatini at Wimbledon, but just puts a lot more emphasis on her singles.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, wants to practice, makes up the time on the practice court, doesn't want to play the late hours.
Now McEnroe at break point, a chance to get back on serve.
Watch this, Dick. You like this.
So McEnroe Graf 1-all in the second after winning the first set 6-4.
Why do I have Aflac insurance on top of my regular health insurance? Because she throws like a boy and dances like an angel. Because we've shared the same heartbeat. And because Aflac helps cover what other insurance doesn't. If I'm sick, Aflac even provides cash to help pay bills. So why do I have Aflac? Because I have her. Aflac supplemental insurance. Without it, no insurance is complete.
My dentist says this gum is working, cleaning dirty plaque.
Gets teeth whiter, too.
Whiter teeth, kissable brat.
Great tasting Arm & Hammer gum with baking soda cleans teeth and reduces plaque up to 25%. Arm & Hammer gum.
Toothpaste style. This is Propecia, a pill that might interest you. Talk to your doctor and call 1-888-5-MERC-9 to see if you're eligible for a $10 rebate certificate. Propecia. There's no reason to wait.
Wimbledon, moving forward into the next millennium. The new stadium continues the tradition of excellence and attention to detail. And the Wimbledon collection by Racket Club brings classic tradition right up to date. Available in the finest stores in America.
ダメだ。このバルブは高すぎるんだ。
サプライヤーはそこしかないですから。美智子はいかがですか。
美智子？
今オンラインで提示額が出ました。半額です。
どこの会社だ？
テキサスです。
テキサス。 どうもありがとう。
Sometimes a week can feel like a month. Make the weekend feel like a vacation. The Hilton Bounce Back Weekend, starting at just $89 a night. It happens at the Hilton. For reservations, call 1-800-HILTONS.
We're back with Chris Everett and John McEnroe as Mac's serving at 1-all in the second.
That's the way you taught me, right? You know, if the ball, get a second serve, make sure you hit it at your opponent's feet. Kim will stop with the error. I get a chance to serve once again, show off that big booming lefty serve with all that pace, almost as hard as Venus's. Not quite.
Yeah, but the women have a tough time returning your serve. I mean, there are no big lefty women players on the tour, so they could practice against. Where's your serve now compared to when you were, you know, in peak form, as far as miles per hour?
As far as miles per hour, it's probably a little harder, actually, funnily enough. And I notice here, looking at Venus's year, that she has yet to play a lefty the entire year, and where she's standing is absolutely perfect for me. She's inside the baseline. That gives me tons of options. I can slice it right into her body, slice it out wide, hit it flat, and she's not going to, I believe, do a whole lot of damage on my serve.
Just wide.
From that position, even though I guess she thought she was trying to intimidate me.
Or cut off the angle.
But I did tell her on the first changeover that I very much appreciated where she was standing. I'd like her to stay right there, and that'd be just right for me. And she obliged.
Now at this point, at quarterfinals, you had every indication with victory you'd be playing in the semifinals. Groff had not hinted at all that she would withdraw.
I had every indication until I walked out of the booth yesterday after we had finished the semifinal. So I felt like it was my first marriage. I was the last to find out.
30-15. Breakups are personal, even in this game.
When the runners from NBC know before you do, you know things are rough. See, that's the serve where you stand there, and you pointed out, Chris, that she hasn't played many lefties. Well, you got to give yourself a chance, and there's enough spin in that old body still to give her some problems, I'd like to think.
That one ate her up, 40-15 at 1-all. And another ace for John McEnroe. 2-1, second set. McEnroe-Groff own a set.
Today, a teenager in Madrid and a teenager in Atlanta discovered an international language, boys. Today, Don Reed found the mutual fund that will put his kids through college. Some new roommates in Boston found their first piece of furniture. Tony Ramos made his latest dance mix available to techno fans worldwide. And Charles Beckman got in touch with his high school sweetheart 60 years after their first kiss. Snap.com.
What color are your teeth? Introducing Arm & Hammer Advanced White Toothpaste. It'll safely whiten your teeth with just one tube. Prove it to yourself with our exclusive whitening guide in every package. You can go from here to here. Great tasting Arm & Hammer makes the difference. We guarantee it. So what color are your teeth? New Arm & Hammer Advanced White Toothpaste. Whiter teeth, one tube, guaranteed.
Decreased 2.9% over the course of the fiscal year. So, Jim, would you care to elaborate on this?
Jim? The Accord from Honda. How will it affect you?
Are you with us, Jim?
'99 Wimbledon quarterfinals, center court. Venus Williams to serve DeGroff.
I see what you mean about that serve. She's been very serene without Serena this tournament, hasn't she?
Yes, not many smiles and
No.
not that girlish attitude.
No, hasn't looked really happy and maybe misses her sister.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I've never played against a woman who served as hard as she had. Plus, she's hitting the back of the tape. I mean, that serve was not an easy serve to... I'm making excuses here, but not an easy serve to handle. You're consistently hitting a first serve at 115 miles an hour.
No, I think that's what Lindsay did today against Groff. She was serving some big serves. More and more players are serving. Alexander Stevenson has a big serve. But to be consistent, that's another thing.
Well, clearly, Lindsay and Venus win the award for the biggest hitters in the women's game.
Who is that masked man over there diving on the lawn?
Just wanted to show we can still do it, the old farts.
40-15.
Actually, I was hoping it'd go in. You know, it looks a little dubious when the ball doesn't go over the net, but I was ready.
A la Boris Becker.
That's right.
There you go. Thank heavens it's grass.
Well, that's exactly why we're doing it. You don't see Becker even diving on
You're
grass
right.
anymore. Pete Sampras had a little cut on his elbow, but he's not feeling a thing right now. She's got the game's arguably biggest forehand. That's why you stick her over there on the deuce court. Appeared to catch that one a little bit late, but Gimmel stopped flat-footed.
Another point for 2-all. Now you're going to do a Ken Griffey and go up over the top and make the play. It's 2-all in the second.
2 games all. Second.
The results are in. USA Today has polled TV advertisers about the new fall season, and they picked one show as the clear winner above the rest, The West Wing.
I don't have a lot of time to answer questions right now.
A new drama they're calling this fall's best new show.
Hello, Mr. President.
The West Wing, Wednesdays this fall on NBC.
Burger Ranch's fries failed test. Yes, it's true. Even though our local Burger Ranch folks use only the best tasting potatoes grown right here, it's easy to see that the global chain's fry remains intact up against a beating on a gray rock. The Burger Ranch fry, too moist and tender, just a tap they're done for. As for the fry sauce test, Burger Ranch's is made fresh daily and truly makes the difference. Tough to say on foiled ketchups, as no two taste the same, and when old, taste just tangier. Try the taco or chicken salad, made fresh only when you order them. Burger Ranch, just a bit better, always.
You want sports? You've come to the source. I'm talking the machine. I've got the hit. Ooh. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'll give you the slam. Oh. you name it. We've got it on the machine. Sunday nights at 11:30 on 23 NBC.
As a youngster, Howie was very precocious.
Do you really think that bottle fed is the way to go here?
He was very entertaining.
Here's a little number I think you'll like. Volare, whoa, whoa.
My friends love to come over to see Howie.
But seriously, sometimes I can be such a baby.
It's no wonder Howie has a talk show. He was born to talk.
Now it's my turn to say something, but I'm all out of time. Watch my show.
Your Millennial Mark station, KNDO Yakima.
The Championships, Wimbledon, brought to you by Lincoln, American Luxury, by Nicoderm CQ, the power to calm, the power to comfort, the power to help you quit, and by Nike.
Back at Wimbledon, Gimelstob with a swing. McEnroe, back. He's at the warning track. He's at the wall.
There is a wall there, by the way.
Pretty close.
I played in the 16 and under nationals and ran straight into a light post, knocked myself unconscious. Number 2 seed way back when. And I want to thank David Markin personally on the air for allowing me 35 minutes to recover for that.
Two quick points for Steffi Graf. We're at 2-all. Second set, McEnroe Graf won the first set.
I must admit, when I looked at your draw, I thought this would be the team that would give you the toughest time in the whole draw. I mean, only because they've won.
They did give us the toughest time.
Yeah, yeah, right. They did. But I mean, you know, in the quarterfinals, but they've won 2 Grand Slams. And then I thought after you won this match, no, we don't really want to talk about it right now.
No, not particularly. Can we wait till off the air? Or we can really rip it.
Double fault, Graf, 30-15.
God forbid they'd actually see it, right?
Both Graf and McEnroe going after the
I had
umpire.
to back her up, you see. She's going to question the call. I got to be there for her.
Whoa.
Just make sure he's awake over there.
40-15. Gimelstob and Venus Williams won both the '98 Australian and French Open championships in mixed.
Serena's even won a mixed doubles championship.
Here in Max Murney won Wimbledon last year, I believe.
That's right.
Unable to defend their title. Max ended up playing with Mary Pierce, lost pretty early.
And they also won the U.S. Open mixed.
So the Williams sisters had a stranglehold on the mixed.
Let's versus.
Then in women's doubles, they won the French Open this year.
As a sister partnership.
Right. So they've had much better record in doubles as far as Grand Slams and singles. Now she's got that reach, doesn't she?
She's got incredible reach. And you think you hit a good half volley, and she just sort of sticks out those long arms. And not only that, she does something with it.
Yeah.
Justin was a little worked up in this match.
Advantage, Miss Graf.
Well, and he was off the court here. I think he thought that this ball would be maybe more of an angle from you, and then he decided, oh my gosh, I might be able to get that.
He thought maybe I'd hit it on the strings, which I didn't hit too many.
Started a little bit too late.
Yeah. Well done, McEnroe Graf, 3-2 in the second.
After I got the diagnosis, I had a million questions, most of which I didn't think to ask when I was on the phone with my doctor. I knew when I got home and got access to my computer that night that I'd log on to iVillage, and I got right into the chat room and I started talking about my diagnosis. Somebody immediately got on the line and said, oh, I did this. You realize right away you're not alone.
iVillage.com. Real solutions for women.
Even the Lone Ranger never rode alone. Ernst & Young, from thought to finish.
Hi, I'm here for Tisha.
Girls, your date is here.
Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're gonna go through it together. We may not go far, but sure.
I'll call you guys.
Wherever we are, it's together.
Small business software, $400. Letterhead, $610. Office supplies, $90. Remembering who you work for, priceless. MasterCard Business Bonuses lets you earn miles good on any airline, no blackouts. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard Business Card.
We're back. Justin Gimelstob from Morristown, New Jersey. He's ranked in singles number 66. And he serves at 2-3 in the second set. McEnroe Groff 6-4 in the first. Good return from Groff.
It's a good return, but Justin's got to move his feet more and not just stick his racket, take a big long step. You got to take little quick steps a la our old buddy Vitas Karolaitis, who did that beautifully. Justin, by the way, has won 3 doubles tournaments this year. Scottsdale, Atlanta, Nottingham, with Richie Renneberg 1 and Patrick Galbraith 2 others. So.
Have you played against him before in doubles?
No, I haven't. No, this is the first time. There you go. I meant that.
Right in the center of the racket, too.
It was, absolutely. Yeah, I was expecting the backhand. He caught me by surprise, but it was hit. 30. You don't think I meant this?
No.
What were you trying to do?
I meant to hit it over her other shoulder.
Soft hands, boy.
Love 30.
Oh, see there, that's a brick volley there.
I mean, he's a wreck out there. I mean, he's nervous. I mean, do you think he's playing 2 legends, for crying out loud, and he's just forcing it, trying so hard, but he's not settled down at all.
This is about to be the 3rd straight time he's been broken.
Not good.
Not good if you're the man in a mixed doubles partnership. And now all too aware that Venus is hitting the serve, 5-10 miles an hour harder than he is most of the time.
God, he was known to have like one of the biggest serves in men's tennis.
Yeah! McEnroe, Miscroft.
There's the break to take the lead, 4-2 in this second set.
I should have sent her a tape of this match before she withdrew. She looks happy into it. What happened?
McEnroe, Miscroft lead.
Boy, things change fast in sports.
Second set. Ball change, please.
I know that in your days in the 1980s when you were in 5 straight Wimbledon finals and won 3 of those, you would zone in and zone out and didn't always know who was around you. But in doubles, mixed doubles, you have a chance to feel the crowd more.
I wish I had told Fleming to take a hike a couple times now. No, actually, I don't wish I had.
But the presence here at center court, and you had to know that the crowd was enjoying the 2
Felt
of
great,
you.
I must say. I mean, that's an understatement. 7 years since I'd even played here.
And she obeys.
John, I have to speak on behalf of her because I went in the locker room and talked a little bit to the Groff camp.
Yes.
And
you can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, well, it has to, she basically they said that, her thigh was getting stiff. She'd have to wait 2 or 3 hours before a court would open up, which they only could put you on. Now listen to me. They only could put you on center, 1 or 2. Those courts had matches on them. And she said, well, put us on a side court. And they said, no, for security reasons, you cannot go on a court 3 or court 4. And she said, well, if I can't play in the next 45 minutes, I'm going to stiffen up and I'm out of here. And that was her statement.
Well, that's pretty weak. Thought you were going to do better than that.
No, well, that's her,
Or
not
she
me.
would do better
yeah,
than that.
don't blame
I
it
don't
on
even
me.
think you should have reported it. Now I'm really mad. I thought I was mad yesterday. Now I'm steam's coming out of my head.
See what journalism does for you, Chris?
Yeah, boy, I went in the locker room and asked them and got all this insight.
Thanks, Chrissy. That was really
John
big.
doesn't even care.
It wasn't as if John McEnroe didn't know there was a danger or risk when this partnership was developed in
John, we were
Paris.
teasing you about this the whole time.
40 love.
Martina Navratilova asked her to play last year, and she said yes, yes, yes. Then all of a sudden, the day before the draw, she said no.
One game away from the semifinals of Wimbledon. I wonder how they'll do.
Do you need fast allergy relief? Then you need the power of Zyrtec. Prescription Zyrtec starts working fast and lasts 24 hours. In studies, drowsiness was the most common side effect. Others included fatigue and dry mouth. Most were mild or moderate. To learn more about Zyrtec, ask your doctor or pharmacist. So when you need fast allergy relief, remember the power of Zyrtec.
In a situation like this, there are certain things you could use. But nothing else matters unless you have what you need most. That's why 4 out of 5 of the world's largest companies rely on CompuWare. What do you need most? CompuWare, people and software for business applications.
There's big news in the shipping business. Now there's a shipper that confirms your packages were received. A shipper that uses digital scanners, lets you check on delivery by phone or internet, and can save you up to 65% over 2-day services. Which one is it?
The U.S. Postal Service.
Introducing delivery confirmation for priority mail. So, now what's your priority?
Like an eagle.
Still paying too much for car insurance? Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more. At Geico, we get the ball rolling on your claim quickly. Even in the middle of the night. Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The Mystics, the shock. High-scoring rookie Shamiqua Holmslaw leads Washington versus Corey Halede and Detroit. The WNBA on NBC next Saturday at 1 Eastern. Olympic champion Jeannie Longo Ciprelli leads the field in the toughest event in women's cycling, the 1999 HP LaserJet Women's Challenge, next Sunday on NBC.
So a game away from victory. John McEnroe and Steffi Graf enjoying the support of the sellout at center court.
Time.
And Venus Williams to serve at 2-5. And it was apparent that the fans wanted Williams to do well. They did not want this to end. They were enjoying it far too much.
Venus with a little grin on her face. Good reflexes.
Bad shot is what it was on my part. That's one you should have perhaps clocked him on in the leg, just a little gentle, like
stuck his racket out
yeah,
though.
and I just was being too nice at that point.
So you're really impressed with Venus Williams.
Impressed with her first serve. Her second serve's got some work to do.
Beautiful.
She's happy now. Took it to the old guy.
Were you being nice to her there too?
Well, I was, you know. I was trying to go at her, nothing
right
serious.
there, a little touch
that
out
was
there.
that was a mistake, as it turned out. She's got that long reach. You know, I'm not used to seeing girls with that long a reach.
How long before she's going to win a major? Is she right there? I mean, she says she is. When you Got a chance to see her up close?
Well, I think she is. She's certainly, you know, knocking on the door. Somewhat surprised that she hasn't done it yet, but the pressure's going to start building. It's not going to be easy for her, but certainly the U.S. Open, I'd say hardcourts is probably her best surface, so that's what she has the best shot at this point there, or the Australian, I suppose.
She's already reached the final of the U.S. Open, so that's the next step, is to win it. She and Serena have made themselves available for Fed Cup in a couple weeks in the semifinals against Italy. That's the first time they made themselves available, so that's great for USA.
30 all.
You talked about today, John, the camaraderie between Sampras and Courier and Agassi, and the women have it too, between Lindsay Davenport and Celis, Mary Jo Fernandez. I mean, they all rally
the
around.
Sisters don't have it with them, do they?
But the Fed Cup in the past has been the women that I just named, and they rally around each other and watch each other's matches and are good buddies. But now Venus is very interested. They want to play, but they also need to play in order to qualify for the Olympics. So maybe there's a little ulterior motive there.
There we go. Ouch. Payback.
Yeah. Sorry, John.
Real sorry.
Sure.
It's like a let cord dropping
40,
over.
30.
You didn't have to do that, but I suppose I deserved it.
Better in the leg than the face.
That's for sure. That's why I turned away.
So Venus Williams holds.
Jimmy Sharp, Miss Williams.
5-3 in the second.
I'm going to try and leave work early today.
Number 22 is leaving early.
New 160 horsepower Civic Si Coupe from Honda. What about now?
Got a sticky situation? Think Wet Ones. Stuck without soap and water? Think Wet Ones antibacterial. Just because you're soapless doesn't mean you're hopeless. To clean up anytime, anywhere, think Wet Ones.
If you quit before the finish line, you lose, right?
Right.
That's my problem with a lot of pain relievers. They go for a while, then quit. Good thing there's Aleve. Aleve has the strength to work all day long with just 2 pills. It would take 8 Tylenol to do that. If your pain reliever quits before the finish,
lose it.
Lose it and try Aleve. 2 pills, all-day relief, works for me.
And now, Aleve comes in fast-acting gel caps.
One of these women uses Suave Ultra Dry Antiperspirant. The other uses Secret Ultra Dry. Both feel cool and confident. So who uses Suave? And who spends a lot more? If you can't tell, why should we? Suave, don't you look smart?
It's time for E-Trade, the #1 place to invest online.
And we welcome you back to Wimbledon on this final Sunday of the fortnight. Pete Sampras and Lindsay Davenport on the 4th of July will go back to the United States as champions. This is the quarterfinal action at center court in mixed doubles. And Steffi Graf serving for the victory. At 5-3.
No. Yeah, we saw that before. Definitely got that shot down pat.
Well, she hits the ball hard, so this is opens the door for this little flick cross court because you have to respect the one up the middle. That's a very dangerous shot for Venus Williams.
Steffi was still close to the net, too. That makes it even a better shot.
Oh, a couple of points from breaking back.
15-30.
Just didn't move his feet on that
But the
one.
last thing you want to do on a serve that's hitting the line is to pull up. You want to stay down, and that's exactly what Justin did. Not surprisingly, missed that return well wide.
It's a good move, though. I mean, it's a good shot that Steffi tried, because anytime the volley's low to your feet, you have to know that the guy's going to try to cross. So it's actually
It was a
shot.
good move by Justin to put that pressure on her, and she's not used to having to come up with that volley. But that's the type of shot that Justin needs to make if he wants to win a Wimbledon mixed doubles. He's got Steffi where he wants her. They're both at net, and misses a relatively easy backhand volley there.
And a second break point.
Venus showing signs of tightness there, because she does not normally miss that return.
It's almost like she does better when she has pace, and that was pretty easy serve.
You poaching here?
Don't think so, Dick. No. I was trying to get over there, because clearly Steffi's struggling a little bit this game, so trying to inch my way over without opening the door completely down the line.
Well, the double fault gives Himmelstaub and Williams another break point.
What are you telling her right there?
Well, we're just basically, since obviously we haven't played before, just letting each other know where she's going to serve. So I have an idea, so I can maybe jump on it if she hits a good serve, although she had to hit a second serve here again. So you can see, actually, in retrospect, we're a little bit lucky to get out of this game. Yeah, I should have put away this shot, but I admittedly was a little tight, and the one thing I did not want to do was miss it.
Miss it, yeah.
So I made sure I got it in. I didn't do as much with it as I would have liked, but there looked a little miscommunication there. Saved us.
Whoa. She could have used some more of those serves today in her finals against Lindsay.
So match point for Graf McEnroe.
I want to make an announcement, Dick. It's my final.
I want to see it in writing.
Yeah,
John McEnroe and Steffi Graf. Highly entertaining.
6-4, 6-3.
Mixed double, 6-4, 6-3. Sadly, Graf decides not to play in the semifinals. Who knows? We may have been watching them in a championship match today. There is no question as to the rating that effort would have gotten from these fans. They love every stroke.
Well, I'm glad I had a chance to enjoy it at least this time. Crowd was fabulous. Get a chance to be back on center court at Wimbledon, which is greatest court in tennis in my book. Would have played Kornikova-Bjorkman in the semis. That would have been interesting and fun.
Well, and to have your two kids watching you. I mean, has that happened?
Kevin
on
and Ruby,
court
yeah, that was.
before?
They were quite excited. We're looking forward to another match. So, needless to say, got to be honest, a huge disappointment. I never thought mixed doubles could be this disappointing.
Well, coming up next, our final thoughts. Salute to John McEnroe's Hall of Fame induction and our memories of another Wimbledon. That's after a Sun America Sports Desk and these messages.
When was the last time you felt 284 horses tugging at your soul? When was the last time you immersed yourself in hand-tufted virgin leather? Can you really put a price on this kind of perfection? Actually, you can, because this $70,000 car could cost you over $326,000 in retirement savings. We just thought you should know. Ask a financial advisor about Sun America, the retirement specialist.
The introduction of Visine revolutionized eye care. Now, there's Advanced Relief Visine. This simulation shows how its moisturizing formula spreads soothing, cooling relief. Advanced Relief Visine, it gets the red out and the irritation, too.
It's you-know-who. You know her with the you-know-what. You-know-where. Because most antiperspirants just cover up you-know-what. But Arm & Hammer antiperspirant absorbs and eliminates you-know-what, even for you-know-who. Arm & Hammer, the odor eliminator.
The meeting's Friday. Who's got the charts?
Joanne. I'm sitting in for Joanne.
Where's Sam?
I'm Sam today.
Thought I was Sam.
No, she's Sam.
So when do we see the charts?
Wednesday?
I'm in Pittsburgh Wednesday. Sam's in Pittsburgh. I'm in Pittsburgh. Sam's in Spokane.
I'll be there Thursday.
Spokane?
Pittsburgh.
I'll be here.
Who are you?
Today you're in real life.
Hilton handles all the details. At more than 400 Hiltons worldwide, your business meeting will be as successful as you are. It happens at the Hilton. For reservations, call 1-800-HILTONS.
Wayne Gretzky, John Elway, Charles Barkley, Stone Phillips, Marcus Allen, Ahmad Rashad, John O'Hurley, Jerry Rice, Jack Wagner, Mario Lemieux, and more. Celebrities tee it up in picturesque Lake Tahoe. The American Century Celebrity Golf Championship, next on NBC.
This is the Sun America NBC Sports Desk. Here's Paul Sunderland.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our New York studio. We'll send you back to Wimbledon once again in just a few minutes. And so on this greatest of American holidays, two Americans have indeed won Wimbledon titles. Pete Sampras, his sixth, and Lindsay Davenport, who captured her first. Davenport defeated Steffi Graf in two close sets, 6-4 and 7-5. And after the match, Graf said that it was her final Wimbledon. She had previously announced that the French Open that she won last month would be her last, and she's been so far non-committal about the U.S. Open. It appears that Graf will join a very elite list indeed of athletes to retire in 1999, a group that includes Michael Jordan, who finished playing last year but retired this, hockey great Wayne Gretzky, and John Elway, who won consecutive Super Bowls to cap his remarkable career. And as many retired athletes do, where are you going to find them but on the golf course? Both Elway and Gretzky are playing golf today, and you can see them right here on NBC, and our coverage continues to the final round of the American Century Celebrity Golf Championship. Meanwhile, the U.S. women's soccer team has advanced to the World Cup semifinal after beating Germany 3-2 on Thursday. The defending Olympic champions face Brazil later this afternoon at Stanford Stadium.
After the last game, I think it was a good test for us, and I think we responded twice, and I think what we need to do as a team is to go out in this game and play hard from the first whistle and you know, not wait for Brazil to come to us. We need to go after them.
Well, we just need to play better as a team. I mean, that's been the hardest thing for us. You know, against Germany, we didn't play well. We didn't play like we know we can play, and so that's really what we're going to focus on is taking care of ourselves.
The United States versus Brazil in the World Cup semifinals. The winner faces either Norway or China for the World Cup title to be decided next weekend in Los Angeles. In cycling news, the Tour de France is underway, and American Lance Armstrong, a cancer survivor, has the lead. Armstrong won yesterday's prologue by 7 seconds, and although he didn't win today's first stage, he does have the overall lead. And in golf news, John Daly, frustrated his recent play, has decided to skip the British Open, which gets underway a week from Thursday. Daly won the British Open just 4 years ago. That's all from New York for now. We'll see you a little later, and we'll send you back to Wimbledon right after these messages from your local station.
This has been the Sun America NBC Sports Desk. Sun America, the retirement specialist.
Hello, anybody in there?
They're the voice of hope in the hand of safety.
What a mess!
They're gonna be fine. From John Wells, executive producer of ER.
Keys!
I love this job.
Third Watch, coming to NBC Sundays this fall.
Live, local, and up to the minute means when news happens in Central Washington, you'll see it live.
Governor Locke says that it's only just a good first step.
You'll know the local impact, and you'll be assured that you and your family will stay on top of the latest developments that affect you. We don't want to waste your time. Live, local, and up to the minute. It's more than a slogan. It's our guarantee. It's what we do on News 23 NBC.
News 23 NBC. Live, local, and up to the minute.
A criminal picks the lock on the door of a young woman's apartment. A bright young woman who on many occasions had asked the apartment owner to install a deadbolt lock for safety. Well, the landlord didn't get around to it, and a young girl's life will never be the same. Thanks to our settlement, the building now has deadbolt locks, a security gate, and my client's getting the help that she needs. I'm Lou DeLore. I'm a lawyer, and I help people.
The law team of DeLore Johnson. 2 locations, Yakima and Sunnyside.
Catch a flight to Canada and get wild as we witness a rare white bear stocking up on salmon. Next stop, the beaches of Brazil. Get wild as we try to save a polluted penguin.
If we didn't rescue him, he would die in the beach.
Then go to the Galapagos and get wild as we try to wrangle a rascal of a reptile.
We have very, very strong jaws.
Answer the call of the wild on the next Wild Tales.
Sundays at 5 on 23 NBC.
4th of July from 23 NBC.
The Championships, Wimbledon, brought to you by Sun America, the retirement specialist. By CompuWare, people and software for business applications. What do you need most? And by Zyrtec.
And welcome back to Wimbledon on this 4th of July Sunday. We complete the 99 championships, and here are the trophy winners. Pete Sampras, straight sets over Andre Agassi, his 6th title, most in 110 years. And with her first, 23-year-old Lindsay Davenport, she beat Steffi Graf in straight sets. Great day for this Californian. She comes back with Karina Moraru and wins the ladies' doubles as well today. And the men's doubles champions from India, Bhupati and Pays. And the mixed doubles just starting because of the rain delays of the week. Leander Pays is teaming with Lisa Raymond of the United States. They'll play Jonas Bjorkman and Anna Kournikova. Well, I'm honored and pleased on our NBC team to work with Hall of Famers Chris Evert and Bud Collins, and our own John McEnroe will be inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island next weekend, as his name is permanently added to the tennis legends of the sport. So we sent Bud Collins out to put in proper perspective what this champion meant and still means to the game of tennis.
If Shakespeare were around, he'd write a play about John McEnroe. What would he call it? Well, how about Macbeth or Macbeast? There's been a little of both in this wondrous career. We first saw him here at Wimbledon as a kid, and it was clear then that he would become a champion, an all-time great player destined for the International Tennis Hall of Fame.
In 1977, Mary Carrillo came over to me and says, Billy, I want you to see this guy, John McEnroe. I think you're going to love the way he plays.
And she just sat there amazed at this kid. I'm just amazed. And she's asking, well, what do you do? How do you practice? Practice, you know, well, what do you do to train? What do you do, weights? Weights? It would never have occurred to John to do any of that kind of stuff.
He's 18, a qualifier out of the O-zone. His first look at center court. His first look at Jimmy Connors. Gone that day, but he will return with a vengeance.
Game, set, and match.
I really enjoyed playing out of it. You could see the place was full, and I was really excited, and I was happy with the way I played. And you know, I lost. I can't be happy about that. But you're playing Jimmy Connors, so it's pretty hard to expect to win.
Jimmy Connors was too tough for the kid, but 3 years later, the epic battle against Bjorn Borg that barely fell short for Mac.
Well, this is one of the most dramatic matches I've ever seen, ever. Quite remarkable.
The match against Borg was the most extraordinary tennis played in the most intense setting. When you get that kind of drama and that kind of excellence together, I never saw anything like it in any other sport.
Unbelievable shot.
they weren't playing Wimbledon, they were playing each other, and they were just, you know, bringing out the best in one another. It was fantastic to see. It was just amazing tennis at such a crucial stage. It was remarkable. That whole match was remarkable.
I've never seen anything like it.
As the career went along, McBeast came out with McBest, and a lot of things happened. You cannot be serious.
You can't be serious.
You cannot be serious. What did I say, umpire? Tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. That ball was on the line. Chalk flew up. I think in the long run, I have to control a little bit better, else I won't get the best tennis I can get out of my game.
The normal Joe off the streets who wasn't necessarily an avid tennis follower would read about him and watch him and appreciate his great tennis, but also want to see how he acted on the court.
No possible way. Is it against the law to argue?
You're a normally sensitive person, and I can only see it.
Well, I don't think you need to say normally, you know.
Well, you're a sensitive person.
Thank you.
You could criticize this about him or that about him with maybe situations, how he's handled himself. But I got to say, he has been so great for the game.
When you think of John McEnroe, what you really remember is what he used to be able to do with the racket and the tennis ball.
He played the game like nobody else did, you know, with the sort of feel and magic touch.
I can just still see him coming and just sort of doing this and balls flipping into the corners. It was almost magic.
The way he played, it seemed so easy, whatever he did out there.
He created excitement from outside the tennis world.
One of the greatest of all times.
Very few people are as passionate about his sport as he is.
Artist, craftsman, just beautiful. He was absolutely beautiful.
What I'll remember John McEnroe for, and what others will too, is his greatness as a player. That's why he'll have his niche at Newport, Rhode Island, the International Tennis Hall of Fame.
Well, the induction takes place next Saturday in Newport, Rhode Island. And, John, we send our heartfelt congratulations from long distance. I wish I could be there.
Well, I got goosebumps right now from that piece. It felt nice to watch. It was, and I'm really looking forward to it. And after that hiccup that we won't want to talk about anymore, it's a nice way to sort of get positive and go into a great week next week.
Well, they all had comments about your greatness as a player. And as you heard those comments, what did you feel you did best?
Well, I had an intensity. I tried to rival Jimmy, so I don't know if I accomplished that, the effort level that he put forth, but try to show the artistry of the game. I mean, you see now, obviously, there's a lot more power hitting, but that artistry, that was the biggest compliment I could get when someone said, you played like an artist. You're an artist out there. To bring a feel and a touch, taking the ball on the rise, being aggressive. And I think I was one of the first ones, I'd like to think, where I took it to people, and so that it made those baseline duels, a serve volley against the baseline, that much more fun. And the other two things that I hope to be remembered for is the enthusiasm that I did have for doubles, and my love for playing Davis Cup was as well. And those things combined, and thankfully, at least a few people said they remember me from the way I played tennis, so that was nice.
Well,
and I wanted to say, Dick, to end it on a mixed doubles win. I was all ready for it.
You were really geared up for that, weren't you?
I felt like we were going to win it, you know. And to be so close, it just shows you that you have to appreciate the moments you do get, because they can slip away from you awful fast. So, in a sense, this is a perfect example. Hopefully, the more mature McEnroe can take a step back and appreciate the good and forget about the bad.
Well, you can go home with the crowd at center court, those cheers ringing in your ears.
Send me that tape of that last match.
You bet. That was wonderful stuff. Well, we close another Wimbledon. What moments do you recall most vividly?
You know, and I don't want to close the door, because I continued to get some doubles lessons from John. I mean, we sat in that box, Dick and I, and just watched the doubles and the genius, and it's still there. It's still there, and he still can compete with the big guys today. But the other thing was Lindsay Davenport, the shock on her face when she won. I mean, I talked to her in the locker room, and she said, Chrissy, I never thought I'd ever win Wimbledon. And for her to win on a surface that she looked at oftentimes awkward and almost gawky in previous years, I mean, she was fleet-footed out there, and she had more power than Steffi Graf. So, I mean, in my mind, great for American tennis. It couldn't have happened to a nicer girl.
And no one can say she didn't beat an incredible player, too.
Exactly.
She beat the best. John, how about you?
Well, I look at someone like Lindsay as inspirational. And we had Andre at the French, and he's lifted the spirits of the tennis world. But to see someone like Lindsay, who's come from what appears to be nowhere at her early age, who wasn't known as the best athlete, to see that you can do it the old-fashioned way. Hard work, dedication, love for your sport, and after all these years, play on arguably her worst service and win the biggest event in tennis, maybe except for the U.S. Open. I know there's some U.S. Open USTA people listening, but to me, that says it all. I mean, we already know Sampras is a genius, and we're happy to see Agassi back in the thick of things. So in a strange way, the men's sort of went according to what you expected. The women's was more shocking this year.
Well, it has been another wondrous Wimbledon, and when we return, our final memories from a fortnight that we won't soon forget.
With AT&T, there are so many ways to communicate, and now, one powerful way to control it all. Introducing AT&T Personal Network, now with AT&T Online Customer Service. Sign up at att.com to bring together your calling card calls, wireless calls, and long-distance calls from home for just 10 cents a minute. And with AT&T Online Customer Service, you're in control of every part of your AT&T account online. Get AT&T Personal Network at the power of E. Sign up at att.com or call.
Now where did that come from? Whoa! Hey, I've got bugs everywhere!
Boy, you need Ortho Bug Be Gone.
You said it.
It kills virtually all types of harmful outdoor bugs. Guaranteed.
Works on my lawn.
Uh-huh.
On vegetables, too?
Yep, Bug Be Gone does it all. So it's all you need.
Beautiful. That Bug Be Gone really works.
Got bugs? Leave it to Ortho.
To be the best takes strength, speed, endurance. Now the best way to cure athlete's foot has it all. New Lamisil AT. Strength. Full prescription strength to stop the itching and burning. Speed. These take 4 weeks of treatment to kill the fungus. Only Lamisil AT cures athlete's foot with just 1 week's use. Endurance. A study showed most users were still athlete's foot free 3 whole months later. Get it all in new Lamisil AT. The best way to cure athlete's foot.
Even the Lone Ranger never rode alone. Ernst & Young, from thought to finish.
Next weekend, join NBC Sports for golf's greatest senior championship. The legendary Arnold Palmer, defending champion Hale Irwin, Chichi Rodriguez, Raymond Floyd, and more. The U.S. Senior Open. Coverage begins next Saturday at 3 Eastern on NBC.
Welcome back to Wimbledon with a reminder coming up next on NBC Sports. Final round coverage of the American Century Celebrity Golf Championship from the shores of Lake Tahoe. So another Wimbledon is history, with the name Pete Sampras now written in even bolder print, and Lindsay Davenport enjoys her first taste of Wimbledon success. As we take leave, as always, we return home with special memories. It was a Wimbledon that once again personified awe, gnaw, faux pas, and guffaw. I must admit to a lifetime fixation for women in hats. Adds mystery to manner. And Wimbledon spectators do annually provide a royal field day. Even a newspaper, when astutely and acutely folded, could bring the envy of a royal ascot invitee. Style is an attitude. She had it. She knew it. Her smile was up, as were her eyes, just a year ago, even as a 17-year-old doubles babysitter with the eventual singles champion. A bubbly, blithesome spirit, supported by mother coach. And in just 1 year, a confident champion transformed into any parent's troubled teenager, this time alone. Her tennis woes crushing her spirit, her forlorn figure saddened center court. Even those who have been envious and critical of her successes felt pity. A lesson learned, fate plays no favorites, even to the best in the world. I was reminded of how quickly cruelty visits. The pre-Wimbledon promise shouted of teenage stars, didn't it? Hingis and Anna Kournikova, Venus Williams. But it'll be remembered for other teenagers, major upsets. Jelena Dokic, 16, doe-eyed deceptor, but a fighter with a world of major bouts ahead. And there was the revitalized 17-year-old Mirjana Lucic, victimized by an abusive father. Family fear led to flight. So how inspiring it was, her unrestrained joy at such unexpected success. And the remarkable 18-year-old Alexandra Stevenson, who more than qualified as Wimbledon quality. She made history. She arrived at this theater a stand-in. She left as a potential leading lady. Indeed, it was a very rewarding fortnight for American tennis. It wasn't all serious, however, here at Wimbledon. We had some fun as well. Between matches every year, we play Wimbledon's other game, spectator spotting. The first week's Bright Sun brought an ice cream and ice lolly raid at Wimbledon. Vigorous singles. Well, somewhat spirited mixed doubles. Even team efforts. Now, this chap says it all regarding the value of a center court ticket. Some fans do wait a lifetime, so when you're finally here, it certainly is understandable to want to ring up your friends and share. Sebastian, taste of the court ambiance. You what? All right then, Wimbledon crowd noise, you've got it. 25 years ago, Chris and Jimmy were lauded as Wimbledon's love doubles. And through the years, Wimbledon has teamed with affection. Not any difference this fortnight. Kisses left and right. Great champions blushingly bust. Idols liberally distributed their love. Even tenderness to the tennis gods. Quite contagious, actually. It gave new meaning to love game. All of which leads to the British and how they embrace their Wimbledon fortnight with such enthusiasm, to be fair, despite generations of disappointment rendered by foreigners. Decades have taught this tennis country to cheer, expecting disappointment, and modern history has proven that their hero, Tim Henman's slim shoulders weren't built for an entire nation's weighty demand. He did offer nervous hope, but in the end we were all still praising the distant past and preaching the virtues of British patience. Perhaps a new century will bring better luck. Henman suggested yesterday that 2002 might just be the year. Well, I hope I'm here to salute that promise. Sadly, the productive years are too few. No one knows that better than a champion, so it's quite understandable that even the greats find it difficult to release their embrace of this Wimbledon. It was a Wimbledon that applauded the canceled retirement of Boris Becker. 2 years ago, we eavesdropped as he delivered that famed whisper of Wimbledon that his days here were done. How can we forget that career that began bright-eyed in 1985 as the youngest ever male champion? An ambitious, all-conquering cub then, now a scraggly, scarred old lion pawing away perspiration. Despite the snips and snarls of those who would dare to challenge, this was his territory once, and he fully intended to reclaim it. Feeding off full support from his lioness. Despite the years that have slowed his strike, he needed to prove the pride could still be his. It was no mean task to stifle his roar. He fought with desperation and disdain, all the while teaching proper respect for this place. For over a week, center court was again his den, and when his attack was finally smothered, the kill was respectful and gentle. Becker fell with dignity, and he left his beloved place and those in it better for his final return. I'll miss Boris Becker, and I'll miss Wimbledon for another year. And so we say goodbye to another Wimbledon, saluting the 1999 champions and those moments when execution and passion meet celebration. Through my 20 years here at Wimbledon, there's been a common denominator. We've been privileged to work with a special team of British and American artists. These are the names. They've worked long hours to bring you tennis excellence. They are the stars of our coverage. farewell from London. The end of a century and perhaps a Wimbledon end for Steffi Graf. Andre Agassi's spirit, enormous talent enriched this Wimbledon. Lindsay Davenport made a major statement. And Pete Sampras, for generations to come, every mention of Wimbledon will remind you of his greatness. The champion, Wimbledon.
This fall,
hello, Mr. President.
get a taste of real power. From the executive producer of ER and the writer of A Few Good Men comes one of the next great American dramas.
With the clothes on their back, they came through a storm, and the ones that didn't die want a better life, and they want it here.
The West Wing, Wednesdays this fall on NBC.
This year, the real fireworks start after the 4th of July. Monday, it's the premiere of Passions, NBC's hot new daytime drama that everyone's talking about. From the Emmy Award-winning genius behind daytime's hottest shows comes the biggest premiere in daytime television. And you can be there from the beginning. The premiere of Passions. It all starts Monday.
Rosie's throwing a party. Woo! We've invited the stars.
This is it.
No! The band's already booked. Don't forget the kids. We're cooking up something special. Give yourself a break.
The world has gone insane.
You bring the TV, Rosie's got the fun.
Rosie O'Donnell, weekdays at 4 on 23 NBC.